Sup, sup. What up, Lampinski? What's up, bro? I see you the first up in here, but look, right? I know a lot of people probably didn't think I was coming on today. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but it's a lot of new things going on. It's a lot of information that came out recently. I wanted to touch on some of these things real quick. But I'm not gonna hold y'all too long on this Saturday special. What's up, Millie? Good morning. Good morning, y'all. That's right. Good morning. Saturday is the weekend. We chilling. Happy to see y'all. I said, let me vibe with my people real quick. We start the weekend off right. We start Saturday off decent. You know what I'm saying? D Malley from Cali, what's up? And I did want to come on a little, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to come on because I know a lot of people from the West Coast be missing me early in the morning. So I wanted to do a live at 10 o'clock. So, anyway, Saturday, I'm not going to be too long, like I said, but there's some things we got to touch on. What up, ASAP Auto? What's up, bro? That's right. We up. We here. Just be. Good morning. Yeah, some things I want to touch on. It's some weird things been going on, but it was brought to my attention, so I got to speak on it because it's some things I already been talking about. Some of the things we've been talking about, we already been watching. And now I want to touch on it and bring it because we're gonna bring some more clarity. You feel me? What's up, Zen God? What's going on, bro? Yeah. But yeah. I don't got no notes today or nothing. I'm a straight freestyle because it's real simple. So I'm about to get into it. But first, I'm gonna start with Mr. Tory Lanez and Chris Brown. And like I said, this part right here really about nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta I ain't gonna say clickbait, but the real sauce, the real info is within the show. Understand now. I'm gonna get to the real shit in a minute. But I gotta talk about this real quick because it's just showing us more like clown behavior, basically. You know what I'm saying? Dumb shit. And we know that Tory Lanez, he goes to trial in September with him and Megan Thee Stallion. And we know that alone is shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? That alone is a joke. But yeah, Tory Lanez buys Chris Brown a $2,000 chain, as you can see, with the King of Pop on it. And we know the past couple of weeks, Chris Brown has been trending, but it all started when they were saying he is the King of Pop and he is better than Michael Jackson. So Tory Lanez allegedly got a $200,000 chain made for Chris Brown. And once again, we have a man gifting another man with a chain. That's their business. But the point is this. It just seemed to me like they lining Chris Brown up. And I wouldn't want to be compared to Michael Jackson right now because Michael Jackson, he ended bad. But Tory Lanez is also a clout chaser from Canada. And that's part of my opinion why he doing shit like this, because he know he about to go to trial. But I'm not gonna say he guilty. Who knows what really happened, but all this shit is a game. But like I said, all this shit going on, you got a man buying another man a chain. And they are crowning Chris Brown the King of Pop. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, Chris Brown is in tour in Canada. You know, his tour been all over America. Now he's in Canada. And Tory Lanez got this man a chain made. So I'm just saying, man, shit is just weird out here. Shit is weird. There's men out here doing weird shit. What's up, Rodell? Good morning, American Links. What's up? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? These people out here going crazy, man. Like I said, we got men gifted men. And out of all the people, I don't know why he gifted Chris. Why would he spend this much money on Chris Brown? I have no idea. But my point is, they basically Chris Brown has been crowned the King of Pop. I definitely understand the generation Chris Brown represent and the people that grew up with Chris Brown. definitely see him as the king of pop. But I'm just saying, I hope he don't end up like the king of pop, because the king of pop ended bad. And that's what I'm saying, King D Bishop. Why would you buy another man a chain? What is wrong with these people? Or maybe they just showing us what type of shit they on. But it just goes to everything we've been already talking about. That basically a lot of shit is coming to an end, and it's a lot of publicity stunts going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And something else I wanted to talk about, like I've been seeing things like some of the things we already spoke about, like with Beyonce new album. When I said that's a world album, it's like a world album, a universal album. But what else I'm peeping is she made that album for the gay community. That's what I'm starting to peep. And by her praising Madonna with that Vogue, if y'all know what that Vogue is about. And then I seen an article with Lil Nas X saying Beyonce new album changed his life. So I'm already peeping game. That's why a lot of people feel like her album is trash and is off, because she in a whole nother lane. She's now trying to appeal to the LGBT community around the world. That's what I'm telling people. Now they making music for Europe first now. Stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of weird stuff going on, but we neither here nor there on that. I just wanted to touch on this because once again, we got a man dealing with funny behavior of buying another man a chain. Not only buying him a chain, 200,000. Also, the other day, Diddy's son, King Combs, whatever his name is, he bought Kodak Black a chain. So I don't understand what all this men buying men jewelry shit is about, but hey, that's niggas could do what they want to do with their own money. But I had to touch on it because I'm like, I can't believe the shit that these niggas be doing. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Chris Brown, he said himself, he's not the king of pop. He basically don't want to be compared to Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So that's that on that. Good morning, Miss Jackie. I had to touch on that real quick because that was like the shenanigans of the day. But we know Tory Lanez is dealing with some real shit, and he like to pull publicity stunts. But anyway, that's that on that. I'm about to get into the real shit now. So if you thought it was more to that, I'm sad to tell you there ain't nothing else going on with that. Who cares anyway? Now we're gonna get into this because this is, to me, looking like a sign. We looking at signs of the times right now, right? So in my opinion, I'm gonna put some things together and see where this is headed at. All right. As you see, the lightning struck right in front of the White House, at the White House, and 3 people are dead. Now you got to understand how to get struck by lightning. You got to be very, very unfortunate. But for 3 people to get struck, and you know what they say, bad things happen in threes. Just like some good things. But this happened a couple of hours ago, yesterday, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's some other things going on in DC that I wasn't paying attention to. It was going over my head. And it goes what we was talking about with this whole great replacement thing. Man, there's a lot of games going on. Now, keep in mind, all right, they've been promoting the population reduction, basically saying people going what? Be dying and starving 2 billion people. But what I've been learning is while they promoting that on one hand, on the other hand, they letting a whole lot of people in the country. But we also know the borders have opened back up a couple of months ago. And you know, I've been the number one person. I'm not just saying just me. I'm just saying that I be talking about this replacement going on. And I keep telling people that they don't want everybody gone, just some people. And the people that's going to be gone, they're going to replace them because this is what they've been doing since the ending of slavery. And you'll see after every era ends or every world changes or every age comes in, when a lot of people die, they bring in new people. They did the same thing after the war against the British. They did the same thing with the war in the Civil War. That's when you had the mass amount of people coming in at Ellis Island, known as the Statue of Liberty. And now, since the 400-year process been up, I had to remind people that we keep forgetting 1619 to 2019, it was the 400-year marker. the so-called ending of slavery. And then after the ending of slavery, you've seen a lot of lockdown, and you've seen all of these changes going on in America. And it seemed like the same game. My point is this: it seemed like when it's time for you to rise and come up, they start bringing in other people to get to reap the benefits, is what I'm saying. And like I said, this is all my opinion. And we here Saturday, so y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today. I know people got stuff to do, but we got to start it off right. So whenever it's time for a particular people to rise, they bring a whole lot of people in. They always do this. You know, once Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, next thing you know, people from all overseas started coming over here in the 1800s. And they started getting jobs and blessing them with land, and all of these things always keep happening. So let's get into that right now. Let's get into the real business of part of this episode. What's the real talk? A bus full of migrants. See, they play with the words too. You got immigrants and you got migrants. It's a difference. The migrants is the ones they let in. A bus full of migrants from Texas has arrived to New York City. Now, what's been going on, what I've been learning, what I've been paying attention to, is that it's an internal beef going on right now with the immigrants coming in Texas, the migrants, whatever you want to call them, because the border's been open. And in my opinion, this is also part of how a lot of the drugs are coming in, because somebody got to move the drugs. But I'm going to get into all of that. I'm going to get into the war on drugs, the chemical warfare, and what's really going on right now. So right now, a lot of migrants are coming into Texas. And the governor of Texas has put a lot of these migrants on buses and shipped them to New York City and DC and a whole lot of other places. They coming in by the mother load and shipping them. Y'all also remember a couple of weeks ago when I showed y'all how it was thousands upon thousands of people marching in South America headed towards the U.S. border. All of these people are considered the migrants that you're looking at right here. As far as you know, these could all be fucking drug traffickers. You don't know who these people are. But my point is this: the country is now being flooded. It's been being flooded. So I want you to peep the two sides of how the snake talk. One hand, the population is being decreased. The other hand, the population is being increased. That's my point. That's my proof of what I told you. They only want a certain amount of people going, or a certain type of people gone, and there's other people going to replace the other people that they don't want around no more. Do you see the proof? I'm showing y'all that it's an internal war right now, and I'm also going to prove to you that it ain't no war going on. Look, America's not involved in no wars overseas for a reason. That's my point. That's why you seen them recently pieced up with Saudi Arabia. You seen America forming truces overseas and things like that, because it was said that one of the last wars will be here in America. And one of the wars that's going on in America right now is the war on drugs, war on crime, war on particular people that live in urban communities. But and on the other hand, it's a mass replacement going on right now. So you got regentrification, and then you got replacement, straight up replacement. Who are these people? These are the people that are ready to do all the things that you don't want to do. They're the ones they put in a position to do all the things you can't do, and all the things, or should I say, they're the ones here to reap all the benefits of the American dream. And this is not to point out no migrants or none of that. I'm just speaking facts to the people that's been what? Born and raised in this country, ancestors, family members, been here, died here, progress. My point is this: it's a replacement going on, and it's an internal beef, or should I say it might be a fake beef, because all of these people are getting shipped to New York City and DC as we speak, getting off bus loads. For months now, governors of Texas and Arizona have been sending charter buses full of migrants and refugees. This has been going on for months. People been sleeping in the house and waiting on what's going to happen next. I'm showing you the takeover. Because you got to remember, Arizona and Texas are right by the border. So they're already coming in the border. They migrants because they didn't come in illegally. They came in, you know, how they came in, and they shipping them all over America, mainly New York and DC, because it's called replacements. These are the people going to be taking the jobs or getting the jobs. These are the people going to be moving into the new things being built. These are going to be your new people in the projects, getting government assistance. DC mayor calls for National Guard to deal with migrant crisis. This is a crisis going on. It's sparking outrage. The country is being flooded internally. And that's why all these distractions got everybody asleep, because they doing a replacement. They plan on certain people not being here no more, not being around. That's why I told people you got to qualify, disqualify yourself, because this is the last run. They're not playing. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just giving you a warning, because what? People always like to say they didn't know that, or that ain't right, or the government this, the government that. But I'm showing you how the government is doing everything right now in your face. Check it out. And I'm gonna get into that too. I'm gonna get into this, how it's relate with the whole drug crisis going on right now too. Because the drug crisis is to not only wipe people out, but to also get a lot of people locked up. And like I said, they're gonna all be replaced. Either way, you're gonna be replaced. Either way, they're gonna get them to do whatever they need them to do. They signing up to be Americans. So you got to understand what that means. They want all the benefits. They want everything that come with the whole package. And a lot of things that come with the American package, a lot of people don't want it. So, therefore, this is what's going on. CC Marie, what's up, y'all? What's up to everybody that's here? Hold on, let me see this right here, because I'm reading comments, everything. Are they wiping out African Americans so they don't have to pay reparations too? I don't know. Just thinking. Ha ha ha. That's a smart statement. That's all part of this. That's all part of it. I'm telling y'all. Remember after slavery, when they promised 40 acres and a mule, meaning it was time for them to fucking pay up. It was time for them to I can't say repay, but it was time for them to set us straight for the fuck shit they done. And as soon as it was time for them to give us 40 acres and a mule, they started bringing in a whole bunch of immigrants, migrants. You got to remember, they Africans was coming over here back in the 1800s. And I'm not trying to put nothing on Africans, because I do understand that Africans be the most offended when you speak on them. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that, because they understand who they are, and they don't want to be put in the category of African American. They know their country, but whenever I speak on African, I get flat. But like I said, I could say nigga all day. But I'm just trying to show y'all, these are not my personal beliefs. I don't have nothing against nobody, no nationality. I'm just showing you what's going on and how it works. So like this woman said right here, now when all this reparation talk start going on, and what? The 400-year process has ended. We got put on lockdown. They told us we can't do this, we can't do that. That's why I said the only money we really got after reparation, like in my opinion, the PPP money, the unemployment money, that was reparations. Why? Because a lot of black people, when they got that free money, that's how I look at it. So I look at it like they gave the money up, but they gave it up under certain conditions on some other shit. But they gave trillions of dollars away. That's a fact. Even though some people still going to jail, they gave away trillions of dollars. That might have been our reparation money right there. But they just didn't want to give it to us and say, all people, you know, you get your reparations, give us your account, you open up your account in reparation money. They didn't want to do it like that. They, in my opinion, they gave it to us under false pretenses and let everybody get a piece of the pie. Because we know a lot of people that did scam off the PPP money, a lot of them not going to jail. And it was people of all races that stole money too. But what if that was our money? What if that was the money they were supposed to give to people for reparations? My point is, you're going to see they keep playing them games. Exactly. 400 years of slavery, but America's only 200 years old. Exactly. Exactly. So like I said, that's the games they play. But we know they've been over here since the 1500s when they was pillaging South America. That's what I'm saying. They've been playing a lot of games. We know they've been rearranged the dates, the years. They finessed a whole lot of shit. But my point is this, y'all. They playing a replacement game right now, but I did not know that they were shipping these people to all over America. But the main place is DC and New York. But you got to understand, it ain't just DC and New York. It's just that those are some of the major cities on the East Coast. And they also was making it like they basically the governor of Texas, that's his way of being a smart ass, basically saying that being that Biden opened up the borders like that and the shit is becoming crazy, he's being funny and shipping them to DC on purpose. So while all this going on, breaking news going on in DC, then we see this happening in DC with a lightning strike and 3 people dead. So it's a different type of energy in DC right now. We can say that, but basically it's a different energy in the country. Lightning strike. We seen floods. We seen California flamed up. We see America going through changes. Who's doing the work? We don't know, but everybody got their own opinion on what's really happening. And America is going through a shift. It is. So this was the governor of Texas' way of being funny. And mind you, it's migrants not just from Mexico, but from Venezuela and other places. Shipping them by the load. You see what I'm saying? And this is what you'll see. You see they don't look dirty. You see they don't look all homeless and helpless. It look to me like they're ready to go to work, if you ask me. Look like they're ready to put in some work. They're ready to get paid. That's what I'm trying to tell people. While a lot of people been out here playing around, thinking shit ain't real, all right, now you're gonna see it for yourself now. Now I'm about to get into the next topic. And I told people, right? The war is on in America right now, but the war is on the people, and particular people, and not everybody. But it is a war going on. That's why you see law enforcement get all of this money. If you know anything about law enforcement, you know they work hand in hand with the military. And you got to understand who is the target or who are the ones they're waiting to get out of hand and out of control. Because remember, during all the riots, they was what? Shooting fake bullets. That was practice. This particular time we in, if anything gets out of control, it's going to be real bullets. But I wanted to show y'all how it's a war on drugs, but the drugs is the chemical warfare. So I'm going to show you 2 things going on at one time. The drugs are flooding America just like the migrants are flooding America. And just so happen, these drugs come from across the border. But you got people coming across the border. You got drugs coming across the border. And all of these drugs are headed to a community near you. Some of them are already in a community near you. Because this is the proof of the fentanyl crisis or the overdose epidemic crisis, whatever you want to call it. Niggas, people dying at mass numbers at rate. You're looking at warfare. Each pack is a bomb. And a lot of people are going to die of each pack. But my point is this. This is how they win it. This is how the war goes on. You see, the people that are selling it, they locking their ass up in mass numbers. The people that's doing the drugs, they dying. So once again, we have a 2-for-1 going on. And it's happening every day. I'm going to show y'all right now what's really going on. As you see. And mind you, I showed y'all bus the other day. This is something totally different from the other bus. This shit going on every state, everywhere. I wasn't going to sit there even try to post every city and town where this shit going on. I'm just showing you how America is trendy. What happens in one state happens everywhere. I'm showing you how America is one. It's the same thing, just different language, different. Every city, every hood is the same in America because that's how it is designed to be. I'm showing you this shit. Now check this out. Boom. As you see, a heroin fentanyl. All the drugs have fentanyl, the death chemical that kills people. It is synthetic, meaning it is a fake drug that is infused into all of the drugs now. I'm saying it again for those that don't understand. The heroin fentanyl packaging distribution operation over 30-pound seeds of fucking heroin and fentanyl. Do you know how much death that is? Now I'm going to show you. Now we're going to keep going. This Georgia, right? Now, I want to show you New York. This Georgia. 4 Georgia men sentenced to federal prison after drug trafficking arrest 15 hours ago. I'm just showing you. That's part of the war. They got their prisoners of war now. These 4 men were pawns to poison people. After they finished poisoning the community, then they locked their ass up for doing the dirty work. So that's how they, because remember, I told y'all, in order for this to reach your neighborhood, somebody got to do the dirty work. And that's your niggas in the hood that's trying to get paid. And they going to jail too. So my point is this, let's keep it pushing. Over 22 pounds of cannabis, 17,000 counterfeit fentanyl pills, fake ass pills, and other illegal drugs. See what I'm trying to tell you? Yesterday, California, coming off the border. Anything you see California, Texas, Florida, the shit's coming fresh off the border, along with the migrants. And you see that they had 17,000 M30 fake ass pills. Who's going to be taking these fake ass pills? If it's 17,000 fake pills, who you think going to take them? How many people going to die out of those 17,000 fake ass pills? This is the warfare, because each pill is a bullet. Each pill is a little missile. And this is the same drug that got niggas wilding out. So I'm just showing you. On one hand, they paying attention to certain things. On the other hand, there's something else going on. Boy, you got to understand, all this shit equal death and mass incarceration. So is this the formula being used so that they can replace you? Are they the ones bringing it over here? Who knows? But it's so simple. It's so simple. Now let's keep it pushing some more. A woman charged after driving with 30,000 fentanyl pills with a juvenile in the car 3 days ago, this week. 30,000 coming to a hood near you, but she got caught with them. I'm showing you this shit is all over America. Your boy been telling you about the fake ass drugs. This is the warfare, chemical warfare. So when they tell you about population reduction, this is what's doing it. This is a percentage of it. Speeding up them numbers to get people up out of here. But guess what? If you ain't on drugs, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You understand the game? If you about working and cashing them checks, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Because they can't take your spot because you already got your spot. But if you're trying to come up or you're already behind the 8 ball, guess what? They're already ahead of you. So that's why I be trying to tell people, and I'm just giving proof today. Let's keep it pushing. Kenosha drug bust hauls guns, fentanyl laced cocaine. Now remember, Kenosha is the place where the female officer killed that boy in a car. Remember, everybody went on a riot. Remember, it was getting crazy. But you didn't know that Kenosha had a whole bunch of drugs too? Because you just think it's major cities. And I'm showing you America is one big program. I don't care if you live in Iowa, Nebraska, New York. I don't care if you live in Los Angeles. All the same fucking program. It's just at different speeds. So under this special investigation, they seized multiple firearms, drugs during the investigation. But my point is fentanyl, fake ass drugs, drugs that kill, all over. Just showing you. Now look, we're gonna go right here. I'm gonna show you. It's all races. Jacksonville, Alabama. These 2 white women, they got caught for pushing that fentanyl and other drugs, hustling out the tattoo parlor. So I'm showing y'all, when they tell you it's an overdose epidemic, I'm showing you the proof right here. I'm showing you that half the country is on fucking drugs. And maybe that's half the country they plan on. I'm saying they might be assuming going to die from overdoses. So this is what's all part of what's going on. That's why it's a war on drugs. It's a war on drugs, and it's a war on the drug heads and the drug sellers. And then when they wipe all those numbers out, then you're going to start seeing them make certain changes. But I ain't finished yet. Cocaine trafficker El Bari he tries to buy 150 kilos from the police and got caught because the police are even out here acting like they selling drugs to trap people up because they've been given finances to catch criminals who want to deal with the drugs. So when they get hit with $30 million, this is how the police are able to fund more drugs to act like they drug dealers and catch people slipping. And you got to be stupid to buy 150 kilos from the police. But I wanted to prove to y'all the war is on drugs. That is the war that's on America right now. The war is on the drugs. That's where all the finances are being done. Ain't no wars overseas. Every war is going to take place right here. You can call it cleaning up America. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But that's what the war is on right now. That's why you see all of the so-called politicians making their runs overseas. They shaking hands. Everybody's cool because they all have agreed on one thing of what? The one world order. They all agreed. It's time for them to stop beefing. It's time for them to stop bickering. And now what they're trying to do, or allegedly, is get rid of the useless eaters. The sheep. What's the useless eater? Who is a useless eater? A person that want a whole lot but ain't giving shit back. This is how they classify the people of the world. The people who are not doing nothing and want everything. Meanwhile, these people were willing to do everything for a little bit of nothing. This is how they're playing the replacement game. So like I said, you can take it how you want to take it, but all I'm saying for the people that don't know what's going on and don't care, or the people that hate the country, whatever your preference is, it don't really matter because these people are willing to replace a lot of people anyway. And they coming off by the mother load, by the boatload. So I had to show that because I didn't know they were shipping people off in them boats or on them buses, fresh off the border. And we don't know, it could be hundreds upon thousands of buses. And they come into a city in a hood near you. Nate the Great, what's up? What's up, everybody in the chat? Saturday special, what's up? Yeah, I know sometimes the notifications don't be going out, y'all. But I had to pull up and holler at y'all real quick. So you got the White House getting struck with lightning. But meanwhile, you got migrants getting off buses in DC at the same exact time and in New York City. Something funny going on. But it's all about energy. And the energy in America is very chaotic right now. That's why you got to get in where you fit in, and you got to know what's going on so you won't be in the way. And I'm just telling people, your state of comfortability, just make sure you straight while you trying to be comfortable, because if you just bullshitting and you thinking shit is a joke, you're going to learn the hard way. So that's some of the things I had to touch on. So now check it out. Boom. Now, when I told y'all that the governor in Texas is being funny, so the governor of Texas also, not only is he beefing with the government, he beefing with DC, but he also got beef with the mayor of New York City, because the mayor of New York said something slick, and they beefing. It's an internal beef. So part of him being funny is shipping migrants to New York City as well. So that's why this mayor got a whole lot on his hand, but I want to show y'all what this nigga really concerned with. Eric Adams calls himself New York City first hip-hop mayor. He's worried about being a hip-hop mayor. But meanwhile, mother loads of buses are touching down in New York City. And he's worried about being down with hip-hop. And that's why he's doing nothing but distracting you from the real news in New York, that these people coming to take your job. These people coming to take our jobs. And I'm not hating. I'm not being negative towards them. I'm just showing people how you've been tricked, how they purposely turned us against the country, and then bring in people that love the country and they treat them better. But all of this is what causes the internal beef. This is also the fuel to the World War III with the race baiting, where they're trying to turn all races against each other through strategically doing nice things for certain races and doing bad things to certain other races. They're creating a whole spectacle of drama. But you got to always remember this. When so-called conservative people see this, they get pissed off. When certain pro-Americans, like diehard Americans, when they see this, they get mad. They want to start picking their guns up because they understand. Some people understand what's going on. They understand that these people are here to block the blessings that you're supposed to be getting. They also here, when they bring their kids and their kids grow up, their kids are here to take the blessings your kids supposed to get. This ain't hate, this just real. You know why? Because if you go to their country, you ain't going to get the same treatment. So it's not a fair exchange. And I'm just being real. I want y'all to see how they're not dirty. They're not desperate. They're not hungry. They're not poor. You see they looking healthy. You see the man right here with the black shirt, got a little weight on him. They good condition. These are real people ready to work and get busy. These ain't no struggling families that you see. Because whenever they talk about immigrants and migrants and refugees, they try to make you think, oh, that's messed up. They so poor and they messed up. They have you feeling sorry for people at the border when you inside the border fucked up. I'm showing you how they've been tricking people for years. You've been worried about the border and the wall getting put up. But look how you live and look what you're going through. You're getting taxed, getting finessed, and you crying about other people. But guess what? They come here, they about to get all the benefits. Some of them are going to be the next restaurant owners before you. They about to get taken care of. I already spoke about months ago how they was putting people in free Airbnbs. These are the people coming to work and pay taxes. Get it? And they don't have no felonies. This is the game they playing. And like I said, while all this going on in New York City right now, he worried about being the hip-hop mayor. We seen him with French Montana. We seen him with the rappers. I'm showing you how all this shit is a joke. It's a game. And the people that's melanated are the laughing stock. That they are the ones the joke is getting played on behind the scenes. I'm telling y'all, it ain't nothing right now. Yeah, it ain't nothing now. But you just keep watching this time play out. And you know they playing games with the rent, the finances. But guess what? I want you to use common sense. When these people touch down, do you think they're going to have rent problems, or you think they're going to get certain benefits? Do you think they're going to be the ones getting put in the new form of public housing? Are they going to be the ones getting Section 8 and getting specific locations of stabilized rent? Common sense, my people know what time it is. Let me see some of y'all opinion. I want to see what the people think. This is a show where your opinion is appreciated. What's up? All right. Hold up. Sometimes y'all be having your own conversations. I don't see nobody touching on that right now, but I'll come back. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to your opinions. So now I'm going to keep it pushing. All right. But I wanted to show people how everybody sleep. And then the politicians are perpetrating like they sleep. You know how when you was a child or a child be acting like they sleep? They acting like they sleep. What's going on, Sincere? I see you in here. They acting like they sleep. That's why you keep hearing, oh, president got C-19. Man, they playing a running. They running. They playing running games and sleeping games. They dumbing down. That's why they keep dumbing you down with hip-hop. Whenever they want to dumb you down, they just talk about hip-hop. Talk about rap. Pacify them niggas. You know they love music. You know they love entertainment. This nigga talking about he about to put $5.5 million into a hip-hop museum. But this something else I wanted to touch on, and I spoke about it before. I told people in the movie Demolition Man, they showed how it was nobody in America but foreigners. The so-called black race was erased. And the only trace of the black race was in museums. So when I see hip hop museum, I look at it as a sign. Maybe, like I told y'all before, I asked the question, are black people becoming history? Because we know history gets put in museums. So why is millions of dollars getting put into museums? Because maybe your culture is going to be fucking history. So when people come here years from now, they'll be able to study you. Like how we study the ancient Egyptians. Maybe they plan on studying you years from now because you ain't going to be around like that. All I'm saying is, I ain't saying it's a fact, but I swear to God, it was in Demolition Man. And how you couldn't curse in public. And Wesley Snipes was the last black man of the criminal element on the planet. And they showed us in Demolition Man how they was going to kill the criminal element. And it was going to be wiped off the earth. And they doing this shit right now. So I'm just pulling everything together to show you how this nigga's talking about a hip-hop museum. Maybe they plan on hip-hop being extinct. Maybe it already is. Maybe it's going to be gone. And maybe the people that made the music going to be gone too. And remember, gone don't just mean dead. Gone could just mean you non-existent. No more power. So I'm just showing you, because you got to remember this too. They don't just sit back and put $5.5 million into something unless it's something beneficial to them. And in my opinion, a lot of things are becoming history. A lot of people are going to be history, and we're dealing with the new world. So as the world changes, a lot of old customs become old, and it has to get put in the history books, aka get put in museums. You know, when you go to museums, you will see how what the natives used to live. You got museums on slavery, how slavery used to be. Museums are for things that no longer exist in that particular form or that particular time. You know what I'm saying? So when I see all these hip hop museums, I understand what that means. It means that hip hop is becoming history, as well as the people that support it. It's going to be history. It's going to be non-existent one day. Why you think the whole frequency of music has changed? That's why the music you hear now, guess what? It's not hip hop. That's why you hear it's called everything else but hip hop, because hip hop music is now extinct. It's my opinion. So when Nas told us hip hop was dead, Nas actually knew what he was talking about. That's all I'm saying. So let's see what Lampsky said. Lampsky, hold up. Oh, let me see what Nate the Great said. That's money that could be going to get homeless people off the street or opening up businesses for after school centers. That's a fact. Common sense. But no, that money is going into that money could be for renters assurance or renters help. For people that work struggling with their bills, that money can go into food voucher. That money can go into so many different things. But it's going to a hip hop museum to show you that they don't give a fuck about the regular hardworking people. And that is another secret within America, that the tax paying people that work the hardest get done the most dirty. They the ones have to foot the bill for all of the bullshit and get stepped on the most and get the least help. That's why if you get paid a certain amount of money, you can't go get no help. They're gonna say you make too much. That's a game. But this the shit that go on. But let me show my point again. The people that work the hardest, pay the most taxes, been born and raised here your whole life, your family been here their whole life. You can't get nothing. You can't get no help. But these people don't get all the help. And you gotta think smart, family. You gotta be smart. You just seeing the men. Where's the women and the kids? They'll be coming shortly if they're not on the other buses. But they're gonna come, they're gonna send for them, which gonna make it more populated. This ain't no hate, these are facts. I'm just telling people, wake up and get on your grind, because these people you see, they ready to grind. And they hitting states by the mother load, jumping off them buses, shipping them out. They crossing the border, hitting Texas, Arizona, and they shipping their ass all over. But you forgot about the Afghans that came over here as well within the past year. You forgot about the Haitians, and a whole lot of other people been coming over here. But my point is this: they coming here to enjoy the American dream and to indulge in it. They don't know about racism. They don't really care about it. They don't care about nobody getting shot by no cop. They don't even care who president. They come here to get paid and take over the communities. And it's not their fault, because they're being used as pawns too. But everybody want to get a piece of the pie. So I'm just showing people how you can think what you want to think. You have your own opinion, but right now your opinion don't mean shit. You know why? Because now they doing whatever they want to do. And this is the agenda they doing. Mass replacement. Because the numbers are going to drop. The numbers are dropping right now. And I just showed y'all the proof with all of these mass drugs, 17,000 counterfeit pills. And then you got to remember, these are just the bust. That's not counting the ones that's already circulating. It's going to be a lot of dead people, y'all. I know people that have been dying already, man. People young in their 20s and 30s, but they family not putting it out there why they really died. But when you got women just dying at 27 and men just dying at 32, they family finding them sleep and they ain't wake up. A lot of time that's overdoses. And then people know some of their family members are overdosing and they're embarrassed and they're not telling it. That's what's going on right now. So I had to touch on that and to show you that this mayor right here, while all them people getting off the buses, because mind you, the governor of Texas don't like him. And that's why he's shipping them out to New York too. Because Eric Adams basically said something smart. So to fix his ass, the governor is sending migrants to New York City for him to deal with them. So eventually, these migrants are going to have to be one of his priorities. And the people that's already there going through what they're going through, you're going to get put on the back burner. That's just what it is. The people that's already in the town are going to get put. Now, let's move on some more, because I touched on what I really wanted to touch on. Now I'm going to get into something else that's irrelevant. Clown shit. Now check this out. Machine Gun Kelly tour bus got defaced with homophobic slurs. But the only reason why I'm talking about this, because when I first started, I think one of the 5th episodes I did, it was on Machine Gun Kelly, because I was speaking on how Machine Gun Kelly didn't want to be black no more. He was trying to be a black rapper. He was signed a Bad Boy. But the end of his career, when he tried to diss Eminem, Eminem ruined that boy. And ever since Eminem ruined him, he tried to get into punk rock. And now he want to be a rock star. And he also promotes a lot of gay behavior. So he was in Omaha, Nebraska, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of people in the country feel a certain way about certain things. This is why I wanted to show y'all that everybody in the country ain't sleeping and stupid. So being that they know, because remind you, he also represents Satan. He throws up a whole lot of other shit. He's with the weird shit. So he came to Omaha, Nebraska, and they did him dirty. They wrote graffiti on his bus, homophobic slurs. And on the other side, they did this. As you see what that is in that picture. They wrote on his bus and made homophobic slurs, basically made his trip to Omaha uncomfortable, because basically they know what he represents, that satanic lifestyle and that rock star life, and they ain't want that shit out there, so they let him know. But my point is, he only went into this rock star shit because he ain't want to be black no more, so he don't make rap music no more. Also, he understands that rap and hip-hop is about to die, so that's why he also switched up his genre of music. That's why I told you they're all trying to make worldly music now. What I mean by worldly music appreciated by people all around the world in all lifestyles. If you understand what I'm saying about lifestyles. So I wanted to just show y'all that he on tour, right? But they defaced his bus and they basically put on homophobic slurs on his bus. Basically was a sign for him to get up out of there. So my whole point of bringing him up is, when I said months ago, he don't want to be black no more. Because once he realized his rap career was over with Eminem, he went back home. And that's what a lot of people do. They come over here when it's beneficial, but when shit get real, they go back home. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to show y'all that. Also, something else I spoke on, bullshit news, is y'all should already know this. Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson call it quits. But my point is this. When that nigga got her name tatted on him and her kids, I said how he gonna be looking real stupid when she shit on him. And what did she do? She shitted on him because she is an energy vampire. And she just used him to keep trending after she broke up with Kanye West. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not in the game, but I know the game. She just used him to get her clout up, keep it going after she left Kanye West. But if anybody knows Kim K, you should already know all she's going to do is fucking drain you and leave. Chris Humphrey, man, there's so many I can't even name them. But my point is, this nigga's out of here. And his dumb ass got her tattooed on him and his kids. Do you think she really respected that? Once you did that dumb shit, she knew you was a fool. And that's when she said, I'm just going to use this nigga until I can't use him no more. And that's it. Because remember, certain things you could do, a woman will acknowledge it, but in the back of her mind, she won't respect it. Just like some dudes, we the same way. You know a certain thing somebody might do, you might not say nothing, but in the back of your mind, you don't respect it. So I just wanted to show y'all how that shit was going to come to an end anyway. A lot of people already knew that. But she's an energy vampire. And that's what she do. So this ain't about no Kim K. The fact of this story right here is that I spoke on she was going to shit on him anyway. And a lot of people said the same thing. So his ass is out of here. Next. Because being that she's a witch, you only good for that power. And once that power's gone, they move on to the next soul. That's it. A soul taker. She is the queen of the Jezebels. This is the one that started half of this social media shit. But that's that. Stupid ass Pete, he should have known better. And who's to say if Kim K and Kanye still ain't planning to get back together? Who knows? But I just wanted to show y'all how that shit came to an end so fast. That shit ain't even last a year. That shit over with. That's it. So like I said, ain't nothing else going on but this real shit. I just wanted to touch on this one particular part because I did not know they were shipping mass loads of people all across America, but mainly they say in DC and New York, it is out of control right now. And the governor is spiting people. But I wanted y'all to see with your own eyes, for those who didn't know about the great replacement we be talking about. So the point of this show, and the number one point you should get, how they talk two ways out their mouth. How they tell you it's a shortage. They tell you a lot of people going to die. So the number one question is, why y'all letting all these people in the country? Shouldn't they not be allowed to come in, being that America is so messed up and people dying and it's sicknesses and all of these fucking pestilences going on? Why y'all keep letting people in? See them here, mask ready. Far as we know, these could be the drug traffickers. We don't know. But while all this going on in DC, DC gets struck by lightning and 3 people dead. So you talking about beating the odds? You talk about odds? This is odd. That was like hitting the lotto 3 times. So just showing you different signs that's going on in America right now. So like I said in the beginning, which ain't nothing to talk about, Tory Lanez, he gonna buy Chris Brown a chain. And once again, we see the trend of men buying other men jewelry, men coloring their hair, men just doing a bunch of weird shit, because everybody know that the man has been effeminized, demasculated. That is also the number one agenda. Men becoming weak. And while the average man is becoming weak, other men are coming here in strength, in numbers, ready to take over. So you might be looking at the new men of America, the ones that are going to work and sustain their families. So don't get mad at me. This is all part of the programs that have been created. Because you teach your sons, and we programmed to teach ours to be weak and lazy and cry, and they're teaching their kids to be strong, maintain, stick to themselves, and get paid and take care of their family. So while some families are being discombobulated, some families are strengthening their power. And I'm just showing you, you looking at what's going on in America, and you're looking at the new America. These are the new Americans right here. This is a percentage of them. That's why we had the conversations of the Native Americans and Aboriginals. I know that the Native Americans, I know it was people here before them, because they did it back then too. They brought fake Indians over here back in the day. Yes, they did. Man, they did a lot of shit. They sent people from over here overseas. I told y'all that. Y'all should already know that. If you don't know about Liberia, then you don't know about the black people that were shipped from over here and put on land in Africa. The world has been playing the game called musical chairs for thousands of years. Taking these people from here, putting them over there, taking them from over there, putting them over here. This is all part of Babylon. Because Babylon means confusion. It means mixing of the tongues, mixing other people, mix everything the fuck up and confuse everything. That's how the shit worked. But you never thought they did that with human beings, did you? You thought they just did that with animals and when they be cloning food. No. The more you mix the genes up, the more you mix up the people, The more they never could be as one. The more they never could get back with who they really are because they all mixed up. So that's why I said this ain't to blame nobody, but I'm just showing y'all. And also remember, they only telling us about buses from Mexico, but it's also buses from Venezuela. It's buses from a lot of different places. And they're coming here by the mother load. Why they telling you certain other people not going to be here? So I just wanted to show y'all and prove that they talk two sides out of their mouth. I also wanted to show y'all the warfare that is also being used, and it is what it is. How all of these drugs are coming to a hood near you. They're already there. People are already dying at mass numbers. They're not even reporting the numbers. I'm going to do another study of the number update or how many people are actually overdosing before the monkeypox even get out of control. Before the C-19 lockdown actually hits. The overdose epidemic is the number one killer really, really, really right now. And this is why they catching all these lows. See, 4 Georgia men out of here. 22 pounds of cannabis, 17,000 counterfeit, fake ass pills. Because know why they fake pills? Because those are not pills to get you high. Those are pills that make you die. And that's what the fuck they doing. So now y'all see. The war is on. The war's right in your face. You see this woman was caught with 30,000 in a car with a juvenile, 14 years old. So I just wanted y'all to see it. The war's on. It's lit. The replacement game is in full effect. So you take it how you want to take it. You also see right here, I showed you earlier how these 2 white women, they was also pumping fentanyl pills and drugs out of the tattoo parlor because this is also affecting their children as well. This is an American thing. It's not just a race thing. Them people you call trailer park trash and poor whites, they all victims of the shit too. They all getting slaughtered too because they're not accepted amongst their people neither. So my point is this is a rich or poor thing, and it's a replacement thing, and this is the war that's really going on in America. It's chemical warfare. It's a war on drugs, and the war on drugs is the war on the drug dealers and the drug users. And if you know anything about America, that's a whole lot of people. So I just wanted to show people that. Cocaine trafficker El Bori, like El Chapo, El Bori tries to buy 150 kilos. Law enforcement perpetrating a fraud, sitting on 150 kilos. Where they get them from? Where they get the kilos from? You get what I'm saying? Man, they've been funded. They've been funded to play these games and lock niggas up. So that's why you're going to see, you might not see it because it's going on right now, but it is a mass incarceration going on right now. And it's a mass death toll of overdoses. And all of this has to happen for a certain set of people to get in position. That's why I keep telling my people, stop fucking playing and stop thinking everything is a joke, because this is the last run. And I'm about it on that. I touched on what I wanted to touch on, y'all. I told you I wasn't going to be too long. I just wanted y'all to peep game that shit getting real. Stop playing out here and stop sleeping and stop thinking what they ain't going to do. And another thing you're going to keep seeing, you keep seeing how the rap game is very, very quiet. Ain't nothing going on but bullshit trending topics, right? That's why the only one trending right now really, really is Beyonce, because they're promoting that global album. You might as well say that's a New World Order record. Fuck it. And her music is also catering to the rainbow community. But we neither here nor there. I'm just showing y'all how shit is dead, but this the real shit right here. Busloads coming on. So if you in your city, I don't know where you at, but you might start seeing a major influx. Then again, you might haven't been down to the bus station lately, and they might be standing out there right now because they dropping them off by the load, giving them one-way tickets. And Joe told us, because remember, he had a particular rally down at the border, and ever since then, the border's been open like since May. So they just coming here. That's why they migrants. They're not immigrants. They being welcomed in. That's all you got to know. Crazy with high inflation, gas, fatty, housing, Biden giving loads of cash to Ukraine. There you go. monkeypox, and now mass. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Can't y'all peep the game? People busting their ass to pay their bills, getting overcharged, overjacked, overpriced, rent, all this shit going on. Then they bringing new people here. And guess what? Your struggle is not going to be their struggle because they're going to be put in position to win. You got to fight the fight you still fighting. And while you fighting, they winning. This shit is a setup because you know why? They've been doing this shit for years. They've been doing this shit for hundreds of years. Every time it's time for you to get your blessings, they send somebody over here to take your blessings. They always do this shit, y'all. They always do this shit. That's why it was a joke said a long time ago by a comedian named Robin Harris. He said, you got niggas that look like niggas, but they ain't niggas. And you got to figure that joke out. You've been replaced. And you seeing and witnessing Babylon. Babylon the Great. The country and city of all mixed people. And out of all of this confusion, nobody seems to be able to get along or understand each other. Babylon. So that's it. I'm going to let y'all go. I pulled up. I put in that work today on a Saturday. You did, but I just want y'all to understand that everything we've been speaking on is coming to the light. It's playing out, y'all. So, like I said, people can keep playing. You do what you do. I don't care. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what's going on. So, episode 237, we did it again. And like I said, man, y'all stay in tune. I'm probably gonna come on again tomorrow, but I know for a fact one of my next topics is gonna be woman pedophilia, because this pedophilia behavior is also increasing amongst women. A lot of time we get on the men, but I'm going to show y'all how it's a lot of woman pedophiles in America right now as we speak. They are finessing little boys and little girls. It's a lot of sick shit going on. I'm going to touch on that this week, maybe tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be touching on that this week, of how this whole children being taken advantage of is also out of control. Now, remember, people was also crying about the kids at the border. Remember that? So what about the kids in your neighborhood? What about them? Everybody forgot about them, didn't they? I know. So we're going to talk about that. Other than that, I'm going to run through the chat, and I'm going to get out of here. What's up? Yeah, I'm working on a Saturday. Yeah, that's right. Hey, we got to start it out right. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Valerie. But that's it, y'all. But like I said, right, this ain't to put no race down. This is not to put nobody down. This is not to knock nobody. I'm just saying that a lot of people don't believe stuff till it happens. And one thing about America, you could qualify or disqualify yourself. You got to remember, this is the key thing to America. Nobody puts a gun in your head to make you do nothing. That is what freedom is all about. So you are free to be dumb. You're free to be lazy. You're free to not care. You're free to do whatever you want to do. My point is, you can't get mad and upset when you keep losing. That's my whole point. When you see other people winning, don't be a hater. Don't get mad. Don't start blaming people, because you got a free will to do you too. That's my whole point of this whole thing. And this is also part of the trick of why people was taught to hate their own country. You was taught to hate your own country, so you'll treat your own country like shit, and everybody else will come here and love your country. And I told you, that's the same game that was played with the book. You was taught to hate the Bible, meanwhile everybody else is using the Bible against you. That's all I'm saying. And that's just my opinion. Don't take my word for it, but that's just my opinion. So I had to touch on it. So salute to the chat. John Shaft, what up, bro? Peace and blessings on a Saturday. Some might see it as the Sabbath. Either way, it's a day to rest and relax and chill. You know, but I'm happy to see y'all. I'm glad I got to pull up and talk to y'all a few. You know, shout out to the people in the building. Shout out to the people going to catch the replay, but I'm not going to hold y'all too long. But if you didn't catch the beginning, make sure you go through the replay, and you'll see that all of this stuff has already been spoken about months ago. Now you see it playing out right now. So y'all keep staying on your grind, and you keep staying focused and keep doing your thing, but don't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And all this other shit ain't nothing but distractions. It ain't really about shit. And I do see these people breaking down. Yes, I seen Doja Cat shaving her hair up in her eyebrows. Also, shout out to Rondell for covering that yesterday. I was watching, you know what I'm saying? Yes, these people are breaking down, they're folding right in your face. They are selling out. I swear to God, they selling out so fast. They are panicking because they know that their time is coming too. You know what I'm saying? So that's all you got to understand. I'm gonna go through the chat a little few more, then I'm gone. Mr. X, what's popping? What up? I guess that's it, y'all. So other than that, man, y'all make sure y'all have a good one. Y'all stay blessed up. See love. What's going on? Peace and blessings. Salute to everybody that's new. And like I said, hit the all notification bell. Make sure it say all notification. Subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. And once again, I'm gonna clarify, this ain't to put down no particular people. My point is that if they tell you that people gonna die and people gonna be starving, how the fuck are they letting new people in the country then? Are they gonna be starving? Or are they gonna make sure they straight? And it looked to me, like I said earlier, they all look healthy and they all look like they ready to work. You see, they got on Nike. They ain't fucked up. They ain't poor. They here to get paid. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I advise you do the same. And this fall is gonna be real ugly. So anyway, y'all, salute to everybody. Styly Icon, good to see you. Once again, Sincere's in here. You already know what's popping. East side up. Miss Jackie, you make sure you have a good day. Sassy, you have a good day. Vlad Riot, what up, bro? Shout out to everybody overseas and everybody across the 50 states. We touching down everywhere. So, like I said, y'all, I hollered, I came, I'm up out of here, and I'm gonna holler back soon. Y'all stay tuned. And I'm out. Episode 237, a Saturday special. And we out. One. Hey, yo, Sincere, good point. I was just saying that, bro. A lot of people ODing and they family making up excuses, saying they had sugar, saying they had diabetes, sickle cell. Yep, that's a fact, bro. That's going on right now. And the add back on how you said them 30-30s, right? Boom. You just said your people's OD on the 30-30s. Boom. Watch this. That's what I was just showing you. Hold up. The dirty 30s. Right here. Hold up. I'm gonna show you what you was talking about. The M. Hold up. I know exactly where they at. If I'm not mistaken, they the blue looking pills. Hold up. The dirty 30s is knocking people's socks off. Here they go right here. The 30s right here. The fake 30s knocking people's socks off. So when the bro just told you somebody at his job OD and his family tried to say it was sugar, that's what's going on right now, y'all. A lot of people dying, and their family covering it up because their family don't want it to be known that they, they significant loved one is on drugs, man. But this stress and that lockdown done fucked a lot of people up. And a lot of people are now hooked on this fake ass shit, and that's why they dying. So that was a good point, Sincere, even though I was out, but I saw your comment before I left. So more proof that everything we say is facts. And that's that.